So hello, we are doing our first garden video a little early because things are coming up in the garden. I just loosened up the soil a little bit today, and this little poblano kind of poked up when I did. It probably will not survive, but the fact that it came up tells me that those seeds are viable, and there should be more. And most of the boxes are still empty except of these mushrooms I keep getting, but here's our marconis. They are coming up in droves, which makes me happy. This paprika just showed up today. These paprikas just showed up today. Very pleased with those. So that's our first row. And in our second row, no Fresnos or anything yet, but we've got Anaheims coming out the ears. We've got tons of Anaheims, tons and tons of Anaheims. Look at all the Anaheims. No Hobbs yet, but here's the mushrooms that are growing like crazy. I've been told that they are not dangerous to the plants, and they're probably just something that managed to get into the soil. The spores managed to get in the soil before they packed it. I just pull them up. Seems to be not a problem so far. Our top shelf is a little harder to reach. Kind of have to pop the back and pull it. But we have purple jalapenos and one dragon claw that is just doing amazingly well. But most of these, I should have 2 plants eventually of each when we're done. You can see more of those crazy little mushrooms, but those are doing well. So very pleased with that. Get that back in place. Get back over there. And then these 3 smaller ones have my tomatoes in them for now. These will all be transplanted out. The peppers will stay in these big boxes. They do really well in them. But these will be transplanted out. And for the most part, we don't have anything going on really. But we did have one come up already. I've only planted the tomatoes like, this is Thursday, so I planted them like 4 days ago. Where are you? So here we have our honey delights are up. A couple of them. Now these will all probably get thinned down to 1, maybe 2 plants when they get transplanted for the tomatoes. And I also should mention that I have another pepper that I just ordered that's from my island. Let's see if anybody came up in here while it was out in the sun. These have been going out in the sun every day. Nothing's up. So I'm going to have to, here, I'll let you look at these Anaheims. I love this stage where you can see the changes practically in the same day. They come up, and by the end of the day, you've got the little leaves showing up and everything. It's just so cool. Anyway, so I was saying I have ají dulce seeds coming that I'm going to plant this Sunday. And I'm going to have to figure something out. The tomatoes can probably go outside and stay outside for a bit, as long as I find a spot maybe on the porch for them where they'll be safe from critters. But we are started. I hope to plant, I think my snow peas are next. I'm not positive. I know that my melons have to be last, even though they have a long grow time. They don't have as long as these peppers do, but they have a long grow time. And the reason they have to be last is they cannot handle sharp drops in temperature. So I need to make sure that our uneven weather is truly behind us. So anyway, so that is it for the gardening today. And I hope you will come back. These are very short videos. There will be several of them. Probably more in the beginning as you can start seeing the changes, as you see the changes and as things comes up. And then a little less until it gets towards harvest time, where we'll probably take a look at them more in the terms of, say, once every 2 weeks or something. But just wanted to share because they are all coming up and they are working on growing. I'd really like to see that poblano make it, but it probably won't. So I wanted you to see what was going on and that they're growing, and not have you come in with your first video with like everything just is up. What happened here? We have one that has No leaves, so that won't make it, but that's okay. I had to thin out these Marconis. They were literally growing on top of each other, so I'm not going to be too worried. Looks like it got broken, possibly, which is the kittens have been trying to get in here, so I'm going to have to figure something out about that about soon. But anyway, that's it. Hope you have a good one. Bye.